full damage, Red Bull ring. Let's see how we get on. Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. If this is your first time here and you like watching all sorts of GT Sport related stuff, subscribe now and click the bell icon so you get notified of every video I upload and you don't miss a thing. So before I get started in this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who commented and sent me messages of well wishes after we achieved our A+ driver rating and the beginner to win a series finished. I also want to say don't worry, I'm of course going to continue to make videos. There's plenty more for us to do on GT Sport. We haven't hit the summit of the mountain yet. I haven't decided what that next goal is, but make sure you guys keep posting your ideas down in the comments section and we'll agree on one together and we'll get it going. But for this video we're going to make a start with the Manufacturers Series. This is the 2018 off-season exhibition, Season 1, round number 1. So my first competitive race since becoming an A+ ranked driver. So qualifying didn't go great for me. I got one lap in and it was on full fuel and then I didn't get another one in. So being down where I am, and you'll see it in a minute, as we can just see another ERT member there, Alex Warts. Pretty sweet livery he's got there. Here we are in 9th place, and although we were 9/10 off, to be honest, as I say, that was on the first run, so we had a full tank of fuel and the rest just didn't come to us. So I've got a bit of confidence going into this race, but the main problem for me is we're exactly in the middle of the pack and this race is around the Red Bull ring and there is full damage on. So basically I just need to get out of this first corner. Hopefully it's going to suit my style of being a bit more conservative, but let's see how we get on. So off the line here, we're already up into 8th. I'm going to go up the inside, keep your eyes on the radar there, there's people all over us, but it's been relatively clean so far. But as we run our way up the hill towards Remus, turn number 2, it could get dicey. So we're just going to stay on the inside here and really pray that nobody outbreaks themselves. There's someone in my rear view there. It seems like it's been alright. It's all getting pretty bunched up. It seems to be relatively clean though, as it was in the first corner. We get a good run out here. I don't know what's going on with that NSX, the German there, but run down to turn number 3. We're going to be up the inside here of this Lexus, but again, full damage, not going to be aggressive. We've got to be careful here because we've got our fellow Eriez racing team member on the outside of us there, but thankfully no contact was made. And after that hectic first couple of corners, first 3 corners should I say, we are up into 6th place. So not bad all in all. So for this series there's a couple of settings that Polyphony are messing around with and playing with. So obviously we've got full damage, which to be honest I welcome. It must be an absolute nightmare for some people in the lower lobbies and could be a nightmare for me still. We're still very early days here. They've also got tyre wear on 13, which is extremely high, and we also have the choice of mediums and softs. So I'll come back to it in a sec because we're about to follow this Lexus up the inside of the Merc into turn number 1. Keep within the track limits as much as I can there. The Merc is going to get a run up the inside of us, but this Aston has got so much grunt. And I don't know if that guy's fuel saving or something, I'm not sure. But we've just driven down the outside of him and we are up into 5th. Slight bit of contact there from Alex behind, but nothing major. We're absolutely fine, but we are now up to 5th and we have got the Dane in our sights. Let's see, we're just going to have a look at him as we come down into turn number 3, but at the moment I just want to pull away from the pack behind. And while we've got a moment, going back to the tyre wear thing and the tyre choice, so I've started on hards. I'm going to go all the way to lap number 8 and I'm going to change on to the medium. So it's going to be interesting because everybody has different tyre choices. Some people might want to go medium early, scamper off into the distance and then change onto hards a bit earlier, but we're going to come in at lap number 8, as I say, and then come on to the mediums. But what this does is it changes my race strategy. Fuel isn't an issue at the moment, so you can go flat out. So the usual tactic that I do in the Lexus doesn't apply here. I don't need to save any fuel, I can go flat out. You will also see that I've chosen Aston Martin. So this was because I did a vote on my Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, check the link down below. It should be one of the top 3 things in this video. And they did a vote and they said I should use Aston. So there I am in the Aston Martin, and to be honest, I'm quite enjoying it so far. It's powerful, it's also quite stable as well, which is really what I need, because I'm still not the best at controlling the car yet. But if you watch, we're really eating into this Lexus in front. I'm going to have a look, but again, full damage is on, and plus you guys know me, I'm not going to just chuck it up the inside there. But after 3 laps, we're in 5th place, and all is looking reasonably well. So we cross the line to start the next lap. Keep your eye, as I come out of this corner, on the brake bar on the bottom left hand side. I'm on full throttle coming out the Castrol curve, and the brake is coming on for no reason on my G29, my Logitech. Thankfully, we've got an Ears Racing team member behind me, so I trust that he's not going to chuck it up the inside, and as you see he won't. But the issue is, it's allowing the Dane to get away. It's absolutely crazy that this is happening. I've only had the wheel and pedals for, well, you guys know, since the beginning of the Beginner to Winner series. So what's that, 3-4 months, something like that, and they're already going wrong. So not good, Logitech, not good at all. Fast forwarding slightly to the end of the lap, the pedals are still playing up, as you can see in the bottom left, but the main part of this is that the leader was on mediums and he's come in. So we really weren't that far behind him, which is encouraging, because it means we could be on for a podium, if not better. But that isn't going to happen with these pedal issues. Coming out of turn number 1 here, we were on the power, but the brakes were flickering on and off, which means that the Corvette behind, with Alex there, is going to have a run up the inside. Thankfully, he's a clean driver, so he's not just going to chuck it up the inside there. But this is really not helping our cause. Look how much time we're losing to the guy in front. Really disappointing. Starting lap number 8 now. We're going to be held up to 2nd place here. We've managed to keep hold of the CNF Dane up in front, because the 2 leaders have come in. Now this is going to be significant. As you can see, the CNF driver running real wide, still abusing those track limits. I've decided not to in this race, because as you can see, you're getting penalties for it, and they're going to fix this sooner rather than later. So you may as well lean on it and just abide by them, really. But as I was saying, the 2 leaders are in now, which means that they are actually going to have to run on their medium tyres for 1 more lap. They both came in, they were both on hards. Yes, we're getting some tyre wear, but the pace is still reasonable. We're going to come in at the end of this lap as we'd always planned, and it'll be interesting to see if that 1 more lap that the 2 leaders are going to have to do on the mediums is going to be significant. But let's stay on board now through all these off-camber corners that are so difficult to get right. For the first couple of races that I did on this track, I didn't like it, which was a shame, as it was one of my favourite tracks, but now I'm really enjoying it. This pit entry is such a bugger, but we're in now. Let's see how the rest of the race pans out. So we're going to put some new boots on, and interestingly, we've put on mediums, but the CNF driver behind us, the Dane who we were following, has actually put on hards. As we overtake a Brit there in the Merc, who's ghosted out. I don't know if he's run out of, I don't know what's happened to him, he couldn't have run out of fuel, something's happened to him anyway. But as I was saying with the tyres, So we're going to have the immediate pace on the mediums, but then they're going to wear away more towards the end of the race. So that guy behind us in 7th place may well come into play later on. But for now, I'm going to get on and get after these leaders. As you can see, Alex is in the lead here. He hasn't pit yet, so it'll be interesting to see if he hasn't lost too much time by making those hards go another extra lap. But again, he will have fresher tyres at the end, so he could also come into play. But as you can see here, this guy in front in the Jag hasn't come in yet, and we're just eating up the time. So we should be able to overtake him, hopefully on the front straight is what I'm aiming for, using the grunt of Vince Aston. He's having to brake early as Alex comes in at the top of the screen there. He runs a little bit wide like we do, but look how much he's struggling on those tyres. I don't know if he's trying a nose stopper, I've got no idea, but either way, we are through and past and up to 4th place. We've got 4 laps, the guy in front is 4.5 seconds away. Let's go get in. Fast forwarding to lap number 11 here, 1 lap later, we're now 1.3 seconds behind the Nissan in 3rd here. So we've managed to take a load of time out of him here. I'm conscious that our tyres are beginning to wear already. We've still got 2 and about a half laps to go. So I'm trying not to put them under too much stress laterally. So just waiting to straighten up before I get on the power here. But this guy is definitely in our sights. Let's see if we can just sit behind him for now and try and get him on the straight like we did with the last guy. So we're going to stay behind him here, and something interesting happens. So he knows we're behind him, so he's going to go defensive. Absolutely fine. But watch this. Ugh. Why would you do that? He didn't have a penalty. I'm not really sure, and it almost looks like he has a swipe afterwards. I don't know if he does, but either way, thankfully, we're now up to 3rd and we have escaped getting any damage. But ugh, that was a close one. But either way, we're up to 3rd. We've got 2 laps left now, and I'm hoping, to be honest, we should be able to catch the guys in front. But as you can see there, I'm slightly concerned by the CNF driver with hards on behind us. So coming into the 2nd corner here, I'm going to get on the power just too early. Get a bit of a wobble on, I catch it, but that obviously compromises my exit speed, and it means I'm going to be vulnerable coming down into the 3rd corner. You'd think he's too far away, apparently not. So he hits me up the backside and takes the place anyway. It's a bit ironic, isn't it, given his name? Either way, we've got the inside here, so we're going to keep that inside. He tries to turn in. There's contact, but we managed to keep 3rd place. Well, we've kept it for now anyway, as we come through turns 5 and 6, making our way down to the 7th corner, the Rint curve. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the rear view here in case he wants to make another crazy move. He doesn't, thankfully. Down to the final corner, the Red Bull Mobile there. I actually cut the corner a little bit, which gives us a penalty. And coming down to start the final lap, just watch this and notice that I'm braking when I always brake. There's contact again. Round I go. I get on the power because I'm off camber. I just spin it round. 3rd place is gone. Any chance for a podium is gone. We're all the way down in 9th at the moment. Are we going to keep 9th? Let's see. It looks like we are for now. We've got some damage because of the contact again there. Just the irony is quite incredible, to be quite honest. But sorry guys, any hope of a decent result here has just been blown out of the water big time. And I'm really hoping that I'm going to hang on to our A+. because there's a good chance I'm down in 9th place, which is, to be honest, where we started. But as I said at the very start of the race, we were just on for such a better result. My group position didn't reflect how quick we were in the race, because we only did one lap. We had a full tank of fuel as well, so obviously we weren't as quick. But this isn't the most ideal start to our FIA race. So the podium we could have had, keep your eyes on the top left, is just about to be taken. Oh no, Alex Warts takes him on the line, so at least there's a slight victory for ERT there. But we're going to come out the final corner to take an incredibly disappointing 9th place. Here's our 9th place then confirmed. Let's see how many points we're getting towards our championship. So we've got 1,057 points, but the main thing is, despite all that rubbish, we managed to keep our A+ driver rating. And on that note, guys, I'm going to end the video there. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.